Hi, boys and girls. For language arts today, we're reading our mini book, Arctic Animals. I have not had a chance to color mine in, so I do want to go back and add a lot of colors and details to the story. Arctic animals. These animals we're going to see in the story all live in the Arctic, where it's cold a lot of the time. I is one of our sight words. Of course, we're going to highlight I and can and see. Those are really big sight words that we're going to use for our own story a little bit later in the meeting. I can see a polar bear. A polar bear lives in the Arctic, right? Because this is Arctic animals. I can see a reindeer. A reindeer lives in the Arctic. Using those clues, super readers use pictures as they read. I can see a seal. You know what a seal is? This looks like a baby seal. They swim in the water, and when they're little, they have like almost like a fluffier fur. As they get older, it changes to that smoother coat that helps them glide through the water. A seal lives in the Arctic. I can see again. Gonna be good for our own story when we do I can see. I can see a do you know what that is with the tusks? A walrus. A walrus lives in the Arctic. Did I not highlight my words? Whoops. I can see a walrus. I can see a fox. That's right. Looking at the picture, a fox lives in the Arctic. So there are Arctic foxes that might look a little different than the foxes we have around here. Again, I want to go back and color in some of these pictures. The polar bear is white fur, so that one will outline. And the seals have like a silvery, grayish look to them. You can use your black lightly to shade, make a gray color if you can. The reindeer have some brown on them and maybe a little bit of black or gray too in different parts. Make sure you color their antlers. And then the Arctic fox has some white and a bit of gray in parts, but mostly a white Arctic fox. Not a super lot to color. We can use blue as an outline color to make it look a little bit more interesting because this is all white snow, but I like to have my front cover look like something I really want to read. So today we are going to take out one of those blank white books that you have. Now I'm going to show my face one more time before we get started on this book together. This is what we would be doing in Writer's Workshop. So these are your blank books, and hold it where you have the smooth silver part of the staple, not this way, not this way. Those are the back parts, so that's the back of our book. So you really want to hold it upright so that when you open it with this silver staples on this side, it'll open like a book. So this very first page is what? The front cover. And on the front cover, like we just saw, there was a title, Arctic Animals. We're going to do our own title of what we want to write about today. So it's kind of your choice. I'm going to guide you through what I'm going to write about, and I'm going to use those sight words, I can see, so that we practice writing them on every page. It'll be a little bit of a repetition, or a repetitive book, if you will. And I think you will enjoy adding your own illustrations. I don't know why it's not focusing. Sorry. Having a tough time. Let's see here. See if it focuses on this. There we go. Much clearer. Sorry about that, boys and girls. Okay. I'm going to use my crayons to do this book. Maybe some markers. Probably a pencil would be important to have when I'm writing my words too. So the title of my book is very simply I can see. can see animals. By, this is the author's name at the bottom, B.Y. Mrs. Osmer and class. So I will have you all helping me at morning meeting tomorrow. We are going to add some words to each page and, of course, different animals. I like to make my covers really look cool. I can see animals. So we're going to get to draw any animal we choose when we open up our story to read it. And of course, you know that I'm going to start. Either I can write my words at the top or the bottom. I am going to start down here. I can see a, and then we need an idea of an animal. I can see a cat. At. I can see a cat. And what am I going to draw on the first page? That's right, a cat. That's on the first animal. So we're not just doing the Arctic animals, just we read it. We talked about a little bit about those, but we're doing any animal that we choose in our own blank book. You might want to do an alligator or a whale. It's up to you. I can see a cat. And I did put a period to stop my sentence. I used finger spaces between each word. The next page I'm going to do, I can see a bird. Yeah, sure. Anything we choose. I can see a bird. I'm going to even have this bird on the branch. A little bird in a tree. I can see a bird. And that's where I'm going to pause for today, and I'm going to complete more of this with you guys at morning meeting, so you can help me add some other animals that we want to add to our book together, and we're going to practice doing those sight words. But if you get a head start and you want to write I can see animals on your cover, that will be our repetition book or a repetitive text book that we'll work on together. And I will see you very soon. Thanks, guys.